is Tyler from the Pit.
Now, oh, damn! Now, where are you guys in Vancouver right now? You guys killed it, but I knew you thought it was tonight, right? But that's cool. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Now I'll play it again. But what day is it where you are? We're on the same day. Today's the 9th, right? That's it, exactly.
Yeah, it is. We're 3 hours behind you guys. But,
yeah. Hey, listen.
I've got a bunch of.
The more the merrier. The more the merrier. So let me introduce you. I played everything and told everybody all about you last night. So we really have what they call seeded the audience. That's an American expression. You don't need to know that. You'll be very rich and famous without any help from us. Believe me. So how long ago? You're welcome. How old are you guys? Like you, for instance. How old are you?
We're all 28. Actually, me and my twin brother are in the band. We're 28 years old. The other guy is 27 years old.
So you are twins. Wow. So it's Trevor and what's the other one?
And Tyler. I'm Tyler.
You're Tyler. So wait. So it's Trevor and Tyler. So that's cool. Those are the twins. Now, are you fraternal? You're born off the same zygote, or you're individual? What are you?
We're identical twins.
You are, sweet. Now, do you guys automatically both get music when you're young? Is that like a thing with twins? Like one guy's good, then all of a sudden the other guy's got some musical talent? Or how did you both get good enough to be in the band?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, we've got the same genetics, right? So, I mean, if one's good at music, the other one's probably going to be good at music too. So, I guess we were both just lucky to have that.
There you go. Bing, bang, boom. DNA. There's your answer. Now, where is your brother standing right next to you there? Can you pass him the phone?
He's not actually. I'm at work, and I've got to get back to work.
Oh, you're at work. No problem. I had no idea. No problem.
I was listening on a little break here, but anyhow, and I've got a bunch of people listening for today, obviously, at 5:30 our time. I told them. So
all right, let me get. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to get the song out, and now why don't you say something nice to everybody listening? They've never heard you before. Let's pretend never heard the song. You're the guy behind it. You're at work. I know you got to run. See, that makes everybody root for you more. You're like a struggling musician. So just say something cool, right, and then I'll start the music under you. And here we go. People to be buying the album, filling the stadium any minute. Okay? Go ahead. You say something nice.
All right. Thanks, brother. Well, I'm pretty sure the song is I Want to Plant Bombs Everywhere. We released the song almost a year ago now. We're recording a bunch of new songs, but this kind of captures the attitude of the band and the passion of the band. It's a high-energy song, and this is what we're about.
Could you say something about the title, which is very provocative?
The title is I Wanna Plant Bombs Everywhere.
Are you upset with everybody and everywhere? Like, is it time? Is it time then for it all to end? Like, I'm wasting my time on the air, obviously. I mean, well, look at me. I'm talking. If it's that time, I want you to warn me because I'm much older than you. I'm not going to be able to run for cover. You're going to have to give me a heads up so I can get out of the way.
I think. We'll give you a heads up. This is just a warning. This is the heads up.
Okay, so it's a caution. So wait a second. I know this phrase. This is a cautionary tale, this song.
That's right, brother. That's right.
That's it, brother. And we are brothers, aren't we? Like, I'm old enough to be your grandfather, but we could be brothers because I'm playing your music, man.
Well, yeah. If you're playing our music, you're a brother, man, for sure.
All right, now you got everybody ready to hear it? Because I'm about to let it loose right now, man.
Yeah, hopefully everyone.
You got it. All right, cool. There you go. So there's one of the two brothers. You got Trevor and you got Tyler. That was Tyler. The two of them, and this is the song last night when I sent to you. I played this. Now, our studios are near the ocean, and this is the time of the year where you have to be careful about the turtles. You're not allowed to turn your headlights onto the ocean, because the turtles are having sex. They're mating. The turtles are mating. They're laying eggs, and then they're laying each other, and they're making more turtles. Now, what happened was we didn't turn any lights on, but I played the band, The Pit, on the air, and I played their song, I Wanna Plant Bombs Everywhere, and the turtles, first they stopped having sex. It was crazy. Every turtle just halted. Every turtle froze in their tracks. Then, all of a sudden, one turtle starts to move. Another turtle starts to move. Now the turtles are jamming, you ready, to the pit. And the turtles are singing along with, it's incredible. Wildlife responds. You can just imagine when people hear this, what happens to them if literally wildlife and the direction of nature can be changed by a band and its sound. That is the band The Pit. They are twin brothers, Trevor and Tyler, and the name of this song, they have a whole EP. The name of this song is I Wanna Plant Bombs. Now, this is, I realize the kids are very upset. You know, he's 20 years old. Give him a break. The world doesn't look good to them. They think everybody's crazy and nuts, and they're trying, you hear him? Do you hear how upset this kid is in this song? You can't. See, Ed Ayers is saying last hour, he's like, I don't know if we can trust the public. If you don't trust the public, these guys will definitely win the public over, and, you know, they're very upset. Now, I'm just teasing. Listen to how tight they are. They're awesome. This is like a professional band. They love Nirvana's Bleach. They love Black Sabbath from my era. Black Sabbath, 1974, okay, Ozzy. So they're listening to all the right stuff, and they're super talented. Band is called The Pit. You go on Facebook, the song. It's The Pit, the song. That's it. Go to Facebook, The Pit, the song. I mean, it's great, but it's, you know, they're very upset with the world. Look at Bob Bell. Bob Bell, the kids came up with a new song. We're playing it for everybody. You hear the song we're playing? It's called I Wanna Plant Bombs Everywhere. And the name of the group is The Pit, and they're very good. We just had them on a minute ago, and the singer-songwriter, he's explaining to everybody what he's talking about. Yeah, listen.
Is that them? Is that the... all right.
That's them. They're jamming it right there. They're putting it out to the world like Radiohead was before anybody knew who Radiohead was. I remember when Radiohead started. You know why I remember Radiohead? They were edgy, and not everybody liked it. But the guy is Edward something or other. Whatever his name, he's an Edward. So I was like, whoa. I never heard of an Edward rock star. But these guys, Bob Bell, are twins. Identical twins. Trevor and Tyler are the band leaders. And it's a three-person band. It's a power trio, which is one of the greatest accomplishments in music. In my opinion, no matter what, you look at the Cream, you look at Nirvana. These guys are awesome. Well, I'll tell you one thing: they're going to sell tickets if they come to the United States, and I'll be headbanging, flopping around the mosh pit. I'll be smashing a can of Budweiser on my forehead to this. I love this stuff, man. This is what music is supposed to be—a catharsis. Music is supposed to unleash the inner you, and then you feel more in touch with yourself after the song kind of, gets you off psychologically. These kids must be laughing at me. But did he say that our song gets people off psychologically? Yes, he did. Ed Tyll, the band is called The Pit, and we welcome them. We have two more tunes. Bob Bell, welcome back to the show. What a great show tonight. And now Bob Bell makes a surprise pop in the door. I feel like Dean Martin opening the door and Frank Sinatra is there.
That's it. I got the martini set up and waltzing right in.
You know what it is. I know that you heard the music of The Pit, and right away you put on your red velvet bathrobe and you called up all your old supermodel girlfriends who are now getting face jobs and Botox, and you guys are probably drinking Cosmos and slow gin fizzes like you always do.
You got to listen to these guys, man.
You know what I like about the song? Right away, anybody who's thinking about the world as a teenager, writing a song, is doing everybody a favor. I know they want to make money, and they got long hair and all that. But the world benefits when people do something about it. Instead of sitting there and going, oh, this, it's all crap. Just the opposite. I have a talk show, right? You have comedy. Everybody finds a way. It's what I was talking about with Ed Ayers. Before you missed Ed Ayers, and I said, look, we got to talk about North Korea. And I'm playing a song called I Want to Plant Bombs Everywhere. What better song from The Pit to use in the background of a really important world discussion? So,
Right.
This is, to me, a double use of the band. Yes, they're a great rock band, and they fill the mosh pit, and you can go see them, get tickets, go to their Facebook page, The Pit, the song, go there. Trevor and Tyler are great songwriters, and they're a great team, and they're brothers. I love all that. But the truth is, they could also help me reach people. Ed Ayers says earlier, I don't know if I can trust the public on North Korea. I don't want a bunch of guys like you. He says, yeah. He goes, I don't want a bunch of sports talk radio guys working out foreign policy. Yeah, right. And I go, well, first of all, have you met the pit? Because they're going to come and bust you right in the... Don't let me turn these guys on you. And the next time somebody gets rough...
Are you going to trust the experts?
I'll tell you what. Ed Ayers, next time he gets rough with me, I am going to turn the pit loose on him. Anybody comes out, you remember Anterberg called me up that night? Anybody comes near me now and starts a... I'm going to say, hold on, excuse me 1 second. Yeah, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Instead of, like the kids like to go, la, 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 they put their fingers in their ears. I'm going to go, excuse me 1 second, they just have to... I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Now, what were you saying there, Kim Jong-un? What were you saying you were going to do? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. I was listening to The Pit. They've got a great album. You know, all their fans are listening right now. The fans of The Pit are listening to the show. Now, I know, I got half a brain still left in me. I know that the guys from The Pit would never be listening to this show if I wasn't playing their music. I'm not a douchebag. I know what's going on. I know what time it is. That's what the kids like to say. Do you know what time it is? It's time for this to be played at North Korea. I think they're yelling in North Korean. I should ask that kid when he calls back, say, did you sneak in a little barb at Kim Jong-un? He could have. He could have slipped something in about eating dog or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, I just think it's great music because it's rousing. And Ed Ayers said, you cannot trust what the public might think or say or whatever. And I say, Ed Ayers, listen to these brilliant young guys in The Pit. And they sound tight. Musically, listen. You know, in the old days, the kids don't know this expression, but pit guys, if you're listening, this is so good, recorded so well. We used the expression when I was first in a recording studio, tight as a crab's ass. Hey, Bob Bell, how'd you like to have
That's a first for me. That's a first for me.
You never heard that? But wouldn't it be fun to have a band, you're 19, some old guy on the radio likes it, plays it, and at the end says... Musically, I mean, technically, you guys are tight as a crab's ass. I'd get a hoot out of that if I was you. Here comes the big ending, Bob Bell.
You gotta admit that's tight.
Big ending. Big ending's coming up. Here we go. They're going to plant the bombs. I think at the end of the song is when all the bombs are planted. I think that's when they detonate them. Maybe that's their second album. Maybe their second album will be called Detonation. First album, I want to plant bombs everywhere. Second album, Detonation. That is kick ass. Kick ass. I'm keeping that song around. You ever do that? You ever bump into a song and go, whoa, that became an automatic favorite. That's going right on the
album. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's it. Let me say that up when you got to get pumped up.
Oh yeah. Let me say again, Trevor, Tyler, and let me give you the full info on the band. I love this band. Already I got a new band for 2013. I did like earlier in the year. I'm going to confess. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to front. Kids don't want me to front. Listen, kids, pit guys, accidentally I bumped into Will I Am and Britney Spears a couple of months ago, and I've been apologizing for it ever since. I've deleted, right now, hold on. I just deleted them out of my music player, my MP3. You guys, as a matter of fact, what I'm doing is I'm supplanting I'm making you a playlist. You guys, I have 3 songs from The Pit. That one was called. To me, it's their kind of political song. It's got a political sound to it. I was a drummer. Did you know that, Bob Bell? Did you know I used to bang on the Skins with Pat Horgan and before Thunder Road? But like when Pat Horgan and I were like in 8th grade, 7th grade, I got a drum kit.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. I would have loved to have seen those days.
I'm telling you, this guy sounds like... I'm trying to think of his style. See, he's really... You know what I like about this drummer in The Pit? And by the way, I didn't get the bio for you. I said I would, and then let me get the bio. No, that's the one. So you gotta know how to scream, Bob Bell. If you don't know how to scream, man, then you know what? You cannot dig this scene. If you really are going to dig this scene and you are going to make it happen, you got to get in there, reach for it, and just let it rip. You know,
you can tell. No, that's it. That's where it's coming from. It's coming from that deep place.
It reminds me of Angry Bob a little. You think I Want to Plant Bombs Everywhere sounds like an Angry Bob inspired song, don't you? Well, you don't want the planting part because the horticultural side. Oh, here comes Tank. Tank, we're never gonna. It's gonna be like The Voice now. We're all gonna want to represent this band. So, Tank, you look like Christina Aguilera just hit the button, and now you turned around, and now Tank is like, I want to represent you guys. Make your album with me. What do you think of the band, Tank?
It's cranking, man. What are you talking about? I love it.
This is me, like in my early years of talk radio. I sounded pretty similar right there. Now, I didn't have any of this musicality, but when he was screaming really good there, I don't know what he said, but it sounded like me taking a phone call in 1983. The hell with that. That sounds like my monologue tonight. What are you talking about? 1983. That sounds like tonight. That sounds like me doing Fareed Zakaria impressions an hour ago. Nah, this band is too good. You know, Jimmy Kimmel is the next stop for them. I say they go Ed Tyll Show, Jimmy Kimmel, and play outside with all that Budweiser money. Loving the Pit, guys. Loving you guys. I know there's a bunch of Pit fans listening. Please go ahead and call in and tell me the first time you saw the band, why you liked the band, where the band is appearing that makes the band really sound good, what's your favorite venue. Crank it up, Pit fans. By the way, go to Facebook.com, The Pit the Song. Come on. How do I not? You know, you're going to listen to this in a record store and you go, well, that's Ed Tyll. That's got Ed Tyll tattooed all over it. You know what's going on right now? Somewhere James Hetfield is crying, going, it's all over for me, and Metallica, we're done. The Pit is on the scene. That's it. I mean, these guys.
I got an issue, Ed, and I need for Bob Bell to help me out on this because I got my right hand on the Bible right now.
Yeah, things must be really bad for Tank.
There's a Bible and me. I don't know if that goes together.
I had no idea that Bob Bell was the exact same name as the original Chicago Bozo the Clown. Help me out on this. It's like deja vu all over again. I'm confused. A comedian named Bob Bell, Bozo the Clown in Chicago, one of my favorite childhood icons, and he's alive. He's kicking. I don't know if he was related. I don't know if he's the rising like Lazarus or something. I'm completely confused.
And I was watching The Exorcist last night, so it all comes together. So I guess I had heard about that actually. That he, there was another reincarnation of the name, but I think he was the original too. I think he was one of the original Bozos, if not the original. So I don't know.
Is that where you're going with that? That was pretty. I was wondering where the hell is Bell going with this. Yeah, the original Bozo. Now hold on, I got the page, so I'm going to tell everybody, and I got another call coming in here. I got somebody from the area code 604. Now let's see. This could be another Pit fan. Hold on, jam on the break, everybody. If this is a Pit fan or another member of the band, it's a power trio. We heard from Tyler before. Go ahead, sir, ma'am.
It's a sir.
Okay, good. Welcome, sir. Nice to have you along.
Right on, man. My name's Ryan. I'm good friends with the Pit. Big fan.
Dude, they are. Hold on. We got to go slow. Now, you are not in the band, but you like the band.
Yeah, man. Huge fan.
Now, let's go slow. Let's go slow.
Right?
Let's go slow, though. Tell me what you love about them, because everybody's fallen in love with this song. I Want to Plant Bombs Everywhere. How would you describe when you first heard them, what they sounded like to you?
Raw, really raw, man. A lot of honest energy, which is hard to find in a lot of bands, you know, these days. There's a lot of gimmicks and this and that, right? But the Pit was really real straightforward, just good guys playing heavy music because they loved it, you know?
You know who they remind me of? Do you remember a band called Slayer?
I think I might have heard of them once or twice.
That's it. That's what I'm talking about, man. When I was in high school, okay, and I'm really telling you now, 1973, okay, we got a hold of a Black Sabbath. We got a hold of Slayer. We're out of control, and this is 40 years ago, and I got news for you. Everybody that listened to that music is now in the United States Senate.
Oh, wow.
How about that?
Yeah, no doubt.
Rocking
hard, you know.
That's a lot of pressure on you guys, I know. I know it's a lot of pressure on you, but I don't care because you love them. How long have you been aware of the band? How old is this band? When did this band begin?
I've probably about 8 years ago I met them, maybe 10 years ago now.
Wow. Whoa. So no, we're not even talking about starting out. So they are veterans. In 2005 they began. Veterans of playing out. They've been playing out for 10 years. Now, I like the term. You're going to help me out. By the way, what's your first name? My name's Ed. What's your name?
Ed, my name's Ryan.
Ryan, nice to meet you. I like this term that the band puts on their band profile. I'm reading this term, but I like it right away. They describe it as stoner rock. What is stoner rock? Because I think a lot of people now in Colorado legalizing pot, British Columbia, pot is they let you have it. Where's the other one? Seattle, Washington. So tell me about stoner rock. Because different than alcohol rock. Alcohol rock is a little bit like Leonard Skinner, and everybody gets punched out in a bar fight. What happens with
stoner rock? It's stuff to like lose your mind to, I suppose, right? It'd be almost like a psychedelic musical trip that you're embarking on.
Yeah, something to dwell on. You could spend time dwelling on it, man, instead of just flushing it out. All right, so you've been now. Do you go to the gigs? You got the T-shirt? I mean, tell me how big a fan you really are.
Huge. I found them through MySpace like 10 years ago.
Oh, you're the real
in Kelowna.
Yeah, you're the real McCoy.
And
what is Corona?
And I brought him down to our local city.
Now you mentioned Corona a couple of times. Let everybody who's listening understand where Corona is.
It's about 4 hours away from the major city, which is Vancouver, on the coast. Or
now
whatever.
Vancouver is pretty, right? That's a beautiful city, nice skyline, the whole deal, right?
Yeah, it's pretty glorious for sure.
Big city,
lots
city.
of mountains.
It's a big city, but it's an urban area, right? It's got banks and courthouses and all that kind of official stuff.
No, it does for sure.
Right, and then you guys, or I should say, the band is from out in the. I don't want to say the sticks because that's an American phrase for like the prairie. What kind of rural? I guess is a good word. They come from the rural area and not from the big city.
Yeah, basically, Kelowna, it's a great town, kind of like a summer town. In the winter, it's real cold, lots of snow, and then in the summertime, it's like desert, which is awesome, nice and hot.
Now, you were, I think you said a second ago, you were part of the reason that the band came to Vancouver?
Well, modestly, I suppose. We set up a show. We were just I was in the band. We're just looking for cool guys, and through surfing the web, we found these awesome guys 4 hours away. Decided to hook up with them and do shows in their hometown, and then shows down here in the city of Vancouver.
Now, what's the name of your band? In other words, you have your own band, and your band is friends with the Pit.
Yeah, we played lots of shows, probably like good 15, 20 shows over the years.
Right on. And you like playing shows, man. That's how you get great. All right, well, listen, what else would you like people to know about the band that they might not, that would make them go out and get the music, buy it, put it on their MP3 player? What would you say to people who never heard them before?
Just come at it with fresh ears and energy for something new, because it's really different than I think a lot of the music that you kind of hear on the radio, at least up here, I'm not sure. You guys, you're from Colorado? I don't even know where I'm calling into, Ed.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you, Colorado is a good place to be from. They're all smoking pot, and they're all, But I am not. I am on my way to Colorado. I'm walking to Colorado from New York, but you can't hear a thing, can you? We can keep the noise now. All right, well, listen, thanks for calling. And what's your first name again? I'm sorry.
I'm Ryan.
Ryan, a pleasure. What are you doing tonight, Ryan? What's going on in your town? Are you guys going to a show, going to the movies? What are you doing right now?
Going to band practice, man.
Nice. Are you working on new material, or are you polishing your set? What are you working on?
Working on a new project, actually. Just trying to get things together, and then we'll be hitting up some shows at the Pit.
Right on. Well, you know what, Ryan, call me again sometime on the show.
Actually, can I tell your fans one thing, actually?
Yes.
Because it kind of pops in my head.
Yes.
I did a really cool Nine Inch Nails cover. We're in this together with the Pit about 2 weeks ago, and it's on YouTube. I think it's on their Facebook page. Check it out. Real cool cover.
Excellent. You're the man. Thanks a lot for getting that in. All right, buddy.
All right, cool, Ed.
You got it. Nice talking to you, huh?
Nice talking to you, man.
You got it, Ryan. Thank you. All right, I think that's Ryan. Now, this is a call. There's another call coming in. Area code 604, but we're getting the worst connection. You guys can say hi if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me?
Hello.
Hello. How art thou?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Well, I love this band, and we're playing the crap out of them, and I was saying they could actually help us with North Korea, is what I think. I think there's actual political implications. What is your first name, and where are you calling from?
My name is Lisa, and I'm calling from Vancouver.
You know, I want to go to Vancouver now because you're the third nice person. So can I just fly right out and finish the phone call there? What is
bring your umbrella.
What is so nice? Yeah, I heard. But what is so great that everybody is in love with Vancouver, and then this band is so talented, and they wind up now being associated with Vancouver? Explain that for me, because it sounds great.
Synchronicity.
Nice. So you're a Police fan, too, huh? So you like the Police. That's good. That's very good. Now, how long have you listened to this band? For 9 years, or maybe for, recently?
No, I'm a new fan. Maybe a year.
You're a new fan. And how does one like yourself find new music? Do you find it on the web? Do your friends tell you about it? Do they show up at a venue and you hear something and you like it? How do you discover new music?
A little bit of all of that. I go to a lot of local shows. I'm a photographer, take a lot of concert photography. And I actually heard about them through a friend of mine who did one of their videos, and was showing me his video of the Pit. And from the very first few seconds, I thought, this is really cool.
Yeah, this is it.
It sounds like unbridled energy, and yet to be that powerful, it has to be skilled.
It's highly skilled. I'm using this expression. I'm going to make you laugh now, and I don't mean to be vulgar, but this is and it's not dirty compared to today's standards. But when I was in a recording studio many, many years ago, and it would come out well, they would say that the engineering was so skilled that it was as tight as a crab's ass. Isn't that a beautiful?
I haven't heard that term, but it will stick in my head now.
That's what I'm saying. Well, be careful with it. I don't want you to get hurt with it, but you know what I mean. It's the old guy saying that. Wow, that was just perfect. So they have that. They have a great.
It was when I first heard it. It was sort of reminiscent of the first time I heard Nirvana.
Yes.
In that sort of unbridled, raw.
Right away.
Energy,
Yep.
But it was skillfully crafted. And when you see them live, you can't fake that.
That's it. Well, there you go. See, now you seem to know. You don't just like songs. You look like you're a fan of music and musicians. You can tell who knows how to play up there and who's just making noise and.
I'm a musician myself. I've been playing for 27 years, and I'm rarely intrigued as much about music lately. But they just seem to have a very natural, raw quality, and once you see them live, you realize that it's not fabricated
at all. I mean, you can tell. You can just
tell
right away.
As a bass player, the rhythm section in that band is really tight, and with the power of the vocals and guitar, it's just a really beautiful marriage.
I'm from the era of the Cream. Okay, when I'm like 13 years old, the Cream come out, and it's three people, and they change all of rock and roll. Rock and roll just changed all the way around. You know, there was the Beatles era, and then there was the Stones era. But all of a sudden, Eric Clapton and Ginger Baker and Jack Bruce, and this is a trio. Am I right about this band? This is a power trio. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of space to fill.
Well, you know how I look about it. It's a lot of room for talent. In a trio, your three can really stretch out. I'm watching The Police the other night, and they did that reunion tour a couple of years ago, and they played Message in a Bottle, which is, it's a pop song. I get it. But they did play it with reckless abandon. They did crush that thing. And I do like when three people come out and crush it. I don't like when you just hit it. You have to crush it. You have to smash it flat. And they have...
no room for error.
No, they do it. So tell me, when was the last time you saw them live?
Last time I saw them live, maybe just a few months ago, actually. I saw them play at a venue here in Vancouver called the Media Club.
Nice. Very good. Well, when I come to town, I'll be looking them up, and you guys should stay in touch with my show, because I will play them more, and I will promote them more, but I would like you guys to call in and, give them that kind of vocal support. It sounds good, for people who never heard them, to hear you guys talk about them.
It's a deal.
Excellent. Oh, well, look at that. We do have a deal. Well, and then what about your band? Would you like to plug it, or are you not playing with the band right now?
I'm actually working on a spoken word project. It's a project called Fraction of Destiny. My sister's a poet, and she's putting her thoughts and words onto music. So we're working right now with Chris Matai.
Ah, well, you know what? You guys should come on the show and have your own segment. Okay. Yeah, that is a plan. I'm making that plan. That's my plan. My plan is that you
Write that down in your day timer. I'm calling you back.
That's it. Well, I'll be waiting. Don't lose this number. Do you know my name is Ed, and the last name is Tyll. Tyll. That's it. You're the best. And it's Lisa, right, from Vancouver?
That's right.
All right, great. Thanks for the call tonight, Lisa.
Okay. Have a good night.
You got it.
Bye.
It's the Pit. I'm telling you, when my dad heard me and Gary Chilfian listening to Ozzy, and it was the first Black Sabbath album, Gary says to me, you got to listen to the first song. It's called Black Sabbath. And I'm getting the same feeling I'm listening to these guys. I want to thank the fans of the Pit. We got plenty more time. If you're a Pit fan, get on the phone, give me a call, Skype me up, call me, but get involved with your band. And check with the Pit. Check in with the Pit and go, dude, what do we do? And the Pit will tell you what to do. Ed Tyll Show live on Talk Radio X, WRN Radio, Live 95. Bob Bell is on the line. I want to thank Ed Ayers. Barb Perez did a great job earlier. I want to thank Trevor and Tyler for having the band, Tyler for calling in. Ryan, who's a friend of the band, has his own band. It was nice of him to call in. And Lisa, who's a photographer and a musician and working on a spoken word project with her sister, who's a poet. Talk radio doesn't get any better in the 21st century than right here, right now. You're listening to The Ed Tyll Show. This is America's best talk radio. They are called The Pit in Vancouver. Check them out. Great band, and they got good fans. All right, you're going to hear more from them. Right now we're going to do a thing, and we'll be back. Ed Tyll Show, Bob Bell on the line, and what else? Do we have to? You know what? I got one more big thing for you before we're done, too. So stick around for Jody Arias bombshells and more from The Pit out of Vancouver.
Ed Tyll's coming right back.
This hour of the Ed Tyll Show is brought to you by Accelerwork.com. Accelerwork.com. AcceleWork.com. AcceleWork.com.
Black's Automotive has what you really want to drive. Black's Automotive features late model performance cars. This is Ed Tyll for Black's Automotive, where they offer credit union finance rates. Black's Automotive vehicles are priced to go. Black's Automotive, home of the no-hassle sale and service after the sale. Black's Automotive has the cars, the prices, the financing. See their latest selection online at blacksautomotive.net. Black's Automotive, locally owned, family operated in Castleberry on 1792 across from Target.
Want to be heard or seen in front of millions of people? Want to be an expert on TV or radio? Goldman McCormick PR is a New York City-based public relations agency that specializes in traditional and social media placement for law, finance, media, and corporate-based clients. Goldman McCormick PR also are specialists in website development, radio show creation, press conferences, media training, and so much more. Check out GoldmanMcCormick.com for more information. GoldmanMcCormick.com.
Make a difference. Use hybridlimousine.com for your next ride to the airport or around town. You'll be professionally chauffeured in a late model hybrid, such as a Toyota Camry, to your destination in comfort and safety. Call hybridlimousine.com at 866-8HYBRID or visit us online. Every little bit helps keep our air clean. Make hybridlimousine.com your car service. Hybridlimousine.com, 866-8HYBRID. Hybridlimousine.com, a division of East Coast Executive Car, TLC license B02101.
Ed Tyll! All right, ladies and gentlemen, continuing the big international broadcast. Now, more Ed Tyll.
And we're back with Bob Bell and the telephones. Let's see who else is... I see another area code 604. I'm starting to catch on. This could be more from British Columbia. Hi, 604. What's your first name?
Ed, you talking to me, man?
I am, sir. Welcome to the show. What a pleasure to have you.
Jeremy from SBS.
Hey, Jeremy. What's going on, my friend? How are you?
I'm doing really well, man. I'm doing really well. I'm here to tie up your line for talking about the pit.
I'm loving it. I mean, first of all, the music is great. But right away, it tells you a little something about a band when you listen to the people that say they really like the band and get the band. And so far, everybody's been fun. How long are you listening to them?
Honestly, I discovered the pit in about November just last year.
Oh, nice.
And I can't imagine a style of music or a particular band I've been more enthusiastic about since that moment.
Wow, look at that. Now, that's it, man. That's how it starts. Now, have you gone out to see them in person, and do you literally have the music with you in your pocket all day, and you're jamming on it over and over?
I do. Because I run Sleeping Bag Studios out here in Abbotsford, BC, I've actually had the privilege of helping these guys record 2 of their new tracks as well.
You know what? You're awesome. This one I'm playing in the background while you're talking is called Solar Powered Nightlight. Now, earlier we played a few times I Want to Plant Bombs Everywhere. It's a different style song. But if you love Bleach, Nirvana's Bleach, if you love Black Sabbath, if you love, like everybody said now, just being overwhelmed and motivated, this is powerful stuff. What did you notice about them right away? What was your first take on the band?
Well, when I first met them, it was actually for an arranged interview with the band, right? So I actually got to know them pretty well in that first meeting, quite in depth, right off the bat. And the one thing that they had communicated to me within like seconds, and honestly, these are the nicest people in rock. You watch them hit that stage, and you watch them transform into the raw version of the pit. And they're snarling beasts, man. All of a sudden, there's electric energy everywhere. You know what I mean?
Explain. I'm watching the other night. I was telling the audience. I'm watching Pantera on some tour, and really, I don't know if they're older than me or my age, but they were really struggling up there age-wise. And yet, they felt like teenagers. You could see it in their eyes. So explain when it gets inside you like that, what it's like for you. Because when I was watching them, I was like, you know something? They're never going to shake this their whole lives. And I get the feeling it's that way with a certain caliber of musician and performer. You agree with that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think that, first of all, I can tell you after seeing probably 3 or 4 of their shows in the last 2-3 months here, they've never dropped the ball once. They continually get out there live and do it every single time, which is important. And like you said, you can see that kind of fade over time. As you heard earlier on the show from, I think, Ryan calling in, the pit's been around for quite some time. And, you know, if we're seeing them right now out there planting bombs, doing what they're doing right now, I think we're right at the beginning of something very, very big.
It's always been the story. I mean, it's as old as show business, right? You do that kind of, what do they like to call it? Like it's not internship. What do you call that? Novitiate. You know, you just work in there as an apprentice. You do your apprenticeship. Nobody knows you're out there. But what are you doing? You're getting so good at what you do. You're just getting so good at understanding the audience relationship, too. That's a maturity issue. So when people bump into the band now, they're really bumping into polished, professional musicians who have etched an instant personality and a sound. Their sound is instantly recognizable, and all the comparisons. I mean, I read this before I heard them. Then I heard them first couple of times. It reminds me of Nirvana. It reminds me of the Black Sabbath that literally I heard in high school. So now, without jinxing them, you see a bright future. Where do you see they fit in the scene when they come into America? Are they going to wind up on some kind of MTV? Does MTV have a venue now for current music like this?
Yeah.
They do. Tell me about it.
Well, I get where you're going with that. I mean, you know, it's one of those things. There's a lot of dinosaur parts of the industry still out there when it comes to music video channels or even CD stores where we're not seeing a lot of those places out there anymore to get that music. That being said, I think bands like the Pit have got a large battle in front of them in the future in terms of making that switch again from that more pop-based, hollow kind of electronic sounds back into that moment where, again, pre-Nirvana style, where people wanted that and they were hungry for something real again.
Right. But let's be very honest. Let's be very candid with the audience and even for the band if they're listening. And you know what, guys? You are awesome. Tyler and Trevor are to be commended. Two brothers getting along that way and twins and having all this talent. Phenomenal. I mean, hats off. But I do want to say to them, as well as everybody else who's listening, you and I and anybody who's paid attention to music for a long time knows the approach they're taking is an all or nothing. You see, if the safe route is to just play, and in talk radio it comes up, and in stand-up comedy it comes up. There's the safe route, man. You could just do what everybody expects is going to happen, and you will get paid. You won't be out on the street. You will get paid. You won't like what you're doing, but you'll get paid. And there'll be hot water running in the hotel, and there'll be room service, and you won't be paying. But when you do this, this is kind of like what I do a little bit. You put it all on the edge. And if you're right, if you're right, it explodes, and it's not like anything else. It's its own thing. Right. So I respect that kind of courage. That's courage to me. It would be easy for them to read the tea leaves and play it safe. They're not playing it safe.
Absolutely.
And they can back it up. They can back it. You got to be able to. If you're going to go out on the edge, you got to back it up. They back it up.
I agree with you, Ed. And honestly, I think that what you're saying is kind of like saying you wouldn't have an opinion in that situation. You know what I mean? You got to go after what you believe in, and you got to give it 100%. And if there's anything that's awesome about the Pit, it's that every time they're on stage, you can see that they believe. And if they believe, we believe out in the audience.
That's it. That's something. The era that we're in, this moment in time in the evolution of pop culture, I actually am more excited for them than had this been the Elvis era. Because in the Elvis era, man, so much never got out to the public. Now you guys know, you absolutely know that you will get out to the public. And you don't need to genuflect to anybody or kiss anybody's ass to get out to the public. And I like the sound of that.
The Ed Tyll Show. Ed Tyll's coming right back.
This hour of the Ed Tyll Show is brought to you by Accelerwork.com.
Black's Automotive has what you really want to drive. Black's Automotive features late model performance cars. This is Ed Tyll for Black's Automotive, where they offer credit union finance rates. Black's Automotive vehicles are priced to go. Black's Automotive, home of the no-hassle sale and service after the sale. Black's Automotive has the cars, the prices, the financing. See their latest selection online at blacksautomotive.net. Black's Automotive, locally owned, family operated in Castleberry on 1792 across from Target.
More Ed Tyll after this.
Make a difference. Use hybridlimousine.com for your next ride to the airport or around town. You'll be professionally chauffeured in a late model hybrid, such as a Toyota Camry, to your destination in comfort and safety. Call hybridlimousine.com at 866-8HYBRID or visit us online. Every little bit helps keep our air clean. Make hybridlimousine.com your car service. Hybridlimousine.com, 866-8HYBRID. Hybridlimousine.com, a division of East Coast Executive Car, TLC license B02101. MyBankruptcySchool.com. My Bankruptcy School is the first online school that was developed to train attorneys, paralegals, and law firm personnel in the preparation of bankruptcy petitions, including the Chapter 13 plan. My Bankruptcy School is the most comprehensive and detailed course you will find in preparing a Chapter 7 or 13 bankruptcy petition. As a student, you receive the following: over 45 hours of video instruction, over 15 additional hours of audio instruction, $1,200 in free law firm tools, ongoing training and support, networking with other students, and much more. This is for attorneys wanting to add bankruptcy to their practice, paralegals who are wanting to add to their skill set for the firm, and for those wanting to start their own business as a virtual bankruptcy assistant. This is the perfect job for stay-at-home moms needing to earn some extra cash. MyBankruptcySchool.com.
Are you tired of struggling to get by? Are you ready to turn a new page? If you need to make money and maximize your income potential, then you can agree the time is now. Anyone can make a change with the right information. Get access to the top trainers, work directly with industry leaders, and earn 100% commission. Go to youcanagree.com for a no-obligation free video that tells you everything. Get motivated, catch the fire, make a change for the better. youcanagree.com.
He's Ed Tyll.
Are you trying to tell me that this is your act?
Now, more Ed Tyll.
Who is that dude I used to work with at KLSX? Ricky Rat? Was that his name? Who was that dude that had the metal show? Ricky Rat? He did a show on KLSX when I got there, and they were moving into All Talk, so it didn't stay very long. But it was Ricky Ratso? No, that's Ratso Rizzo I'm thinking about, but... Well, anyway, he would have been all over this. I'm sure the people who are in the music scene do not need me to turn you on to this band out of Vancouver, British Columbia. They're terrific. They're called The Pit. They're on Facebook. Just go there, find their page. You'll get their whole background. You'll get their whole bio. The main thing you want to do is find out where you can see them and support your band. Also, you want to get a hold of these songs that you're hearing tonight. That's the main thing you want to do. If you like the band, you care about the band, you want to do the band a favor, that's what you do. You know, the people who believe in musicians and in poets and in singers, songwriters, comedians, have hardcore fans. The connection there can't really be explained. You heard it tonight on the show. You heard guys, gals, younger, older, different demographics, fellow musicians, and people who just love music. So that's what the Pit's doing, and they're doing all the right stuff. Find them on Facebook, okay? And patronize these guys. Buy some tickets, buy some stuff, okay? The best way to keep your band around and to have your band making more and more music that you like, and you do hear the musicianship here. You do hear the precision here. This was produced. This was labored over. This is not like a quick take. This is hard work right here. And I'm a sucker for that Bleach album, man. You know, you make an album for a few $100 and everybody hears it. Definitely F the man, you know? Come on, you got to go to some Capitol Records and sit in a room with some slug and go, dude, how about you give me 30 and then you keep 20 grand for yourself and snort coke with... You know, it's disgusting, all that record company crap. It should be about the music. It's about the music, and I'm proud of these guys. I love any kind of success that's catching on because, A, I like to see the kids do well. But I am interested in what catches and what is really good and hearing it unadulterated. Nice feeling radio used to do this a lot. We'll do it once in a while. We can't, North Korea's falling apart, and the whole world is getting blown up. And plus, I have stupid stuff to say. I think my Fareed Zakaria impression tonight was flawless, and I did the character for a good 10 minutes. So you better download that. And I thank the Pit. I thank all of their members of the band, first and foremost. You guys have an awesome band, and I congratulate you. But Lisa and all the fans that called in tonight, thank you. Ed Tyll Show. Stay tuned on Talk Radio X. It's Antibert and the Live Test Show. For everybody on WRN Plus and Live 95, we're back with you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And the Ed Tyll Show, America's best talk radio.
The Ed Tyll Show.
I was checking it out because Kurt Cobain has a thing, and I agree with it. I don't like fade-outs. Don't like them. I like a song to end, and I just wanted to know if the Pit ended its songs, and it does. They rock. That is a killer new band. I'm so glad to be turned on to. Nicely done, Pit.
Come on, everybody. It's Ed Tyll. Now that you tuned them in.